All right, today is October 2nd, 2024. Um, whew. All right. So, crazy day yesterday. I guess a lot of people are saying that this strong drop here could be due to the political war going on between in the Middle East. And so I think around this time here, right before it dropped, we got a news that Iran sent ballistic missiles to Israel in retaliation for them killing somebody. And then, so when the market opened, we did tank largely. And then after that, I did try to take four trades around this area to target this area here. All of them failed. Crazy, right? Because price never went below this after this bounce. I think I took two here, either or no, I took one here. When the news came out at 9:45, I did take one to go back up. That one failed. I said, okay, that was a news bound one. I was up 10 points. Ended up giving back almost all of. I give back all of it and some. So it's a stop loss. And then I took one down here when we got the first green bind. I like this here. And then I did enter somewhere. I think I entered too far up, and price moved up like here, and then took me out. And after it took me out, it did rally. Um, and then I took another one somewhere around up here. And I think that was like my fourth trade. Price took me out. Like I said, I think I was taking them too high up. Price came down to this area here where we consolidated for a little bit and then bounced. And then price went to a target. And then I was going to try to take a short, but I didn't like how this candle looked. It just didn't look appropriate. And then the 5 minute looked dead when that time came to go long, to go short. So those are basically a quick recap of my four trades. Trying to make this large. A quick recap of my four trades. But I should have taken that trade because as you can see with NQ was also at the 50% mark. So, but price went very choppy trying to get out of this range. And then we had another nice pullback and then prices dropped without warning. So that was the issue. And like I said, for the other ones, I think I took the first trade when we had green down here. I think it was this green here. And then I took it from this candle, but we're below this. So I shouldn't have taken this trade at all. I should have waited for a better setup. Maybe, yeah, I should have waited for a better setup, which came down here, where price clearly moved this way back up, and then we came back down and held this area. We don't have any buying down here. This one probably would have stopped me out if I tried to enter here. But when we came back to this little area where price showed selling and buying, that's where we bounced. And then, like I said, for this one here, I could have just blindly just taken a trade and would have made at least to close 23 points. We just kept it till close. This is pretty good, right? But no one knows when price was going to, like, stop going down or even go down. So, but this was an area that I got from the footprint chart that I'm working on learning. And this area also coincides with the high volume that we had here. I must be lying. Oh, you are a liar. Alright, I think it came from the 30 minute. Did it come from the 30 minute? Yeah, it came from the 30 minute. So I know I had a high volume. The high volume that we have here from the 30 minute, I did mark that. And then we also did kinda, no, we closed up here, right? Yeah, so it came back to this 30 minute area where they created a zero print. So price came back and retested it eventually and then pushed down. And like I said, it matched well with NQ holding the 50% area. Not quite sure if NQ had one of these. Kind of have this one here. Buying starts here. this is just be like, tough, but holding the 50% of the initial balance was probably the most important part, and then trying to find it, and also the zero print being the second one. So that's basically it for, like I said, my trades that I took. Now I'm gonna go over my pre-market levels, see what's going on with the charts. Right now we've been holding these lows here during the pre-market session, and ES is doing the same thing. Where was VIX in all of that noise? VIX was kind of all over the place. Um, yeah, VIX was kind of all over the place. Does VIX even have a 50% range? It does. So maybe I'll start adding VIX into the mix. VIX into the mix. For those initial balance range that coincides with ES and NQ. So, because I could have look for that trade up here when price start to go down for ES to go up. So I'll start doing that. So as you can see, VIX wants to move higher. It opened up higher. This is the first time it opened up above all of this. We closed around here, so actually that's the second time. When the first time it opened up above, first time it closed above. All right. So let's clear the charts and find levels that I typically would look for. This is somewhat important. Get rid of all of these. That's important because this is where price started dropping. This might be an important area, but I'm going to keep this because from yesterday we bounced off of it. It's not a 30-minute range or 30-minute level, but I'm going to keep it. I do like this new one here. So let me get rid of all of this. Can I drag this bad boy over? How far back are you? Oh, okay, you're getting there. Alright, so we have that. Alright, and I'm gonna look for any other lows. I don't think I have any. I think aside from this, if we can't hold, price should drop into the 5680 areas. We do have these, but there's no volume in them. And the next buying is actually way down here. I don't have any buying volume down here, so if we drop below this, then I'm thinking timber. Can't really find anything there, but we are holding, kind of making something, but nothing that I can clearly mark. Let me go back and remark this area because this is where we're actually really holding, but I do like this buying candle here, so I'll look for something inside of this. Selling wise, I don't see anything. Alright, let's go into NQ. Do the same thing. Let's clear all of this. 2000. Kind of holding between that weekly level from last week. We have another weekly number. Weekly. Oh, these are whole numbers. That's a weekly. Whole number, whole number. This is weekly. Oh, that's throwing me off a bit. Yeah, that way. Because I can't have that. That's really throwing me off a bit. Okay. And same thing with I did with ES because we were kind of holding this area here with that candle. This one has that for sure. I really like that. Don't really have any selling structure up here, but I have no problem marking this. It's the end of day. Get rid of that. Let's go to alright, so fix, just going back and forth through them. Get rid of that. This can go. This can go. Spread that out. Our high. I also got to do the highs for ES and NQ. It's here. And then what was that thing at? Probably was 6 o'clock. Alright. So probably was at 6 o'clock. We got green candle with red volume. That. Alright, so we have that going for us. Green candle with red volume. See how price reacts around there. Let's go to standard chart. Definitely liking this. Yeah, it was 6 o'clock. Nothing else is catching my interest. 1430. Let's go to, what was that? That can go. Go to NQ standard chart. Same thing. Really holding this area here. I do like that. We'll get into this area to see what's going on. It was 6 o'clock, and then where's the 1430? Just this here. So I will mark this area for. I can actually do this. And then for this one here, I can get rid of that. It looks like I'm going to be keeping that. I still do need to make the highs. So we have this here. So we end up holding. That'll be that. 1 minute. All right. Okay, so we have that for VIX. Now we're gonna go back to NQ. So we're gonna pull up the 5-minute chart. I mean ES. Actually, I needed that. I wanted to pin it. Let's go back to max, and let's drop it like that. And we have this. All right. So we're gonna mark this area. If you see it on the 1 minute, boy, does it look like an interesting area. So I know it's not a green buying candle, but we did bounce off of it. And if you see it from the 1 minute perspective, it definitely looks like price was not interested in being down there. All right, we got this weird thing going on here, and then price bounced up high from there. I think I marked it from here to there, but I have no problem marking this, or even the low of that, like that. But I did mark it from minute. I did initially mark it from this high here and over. Don't know why, but that's what caught my. Oh, I think because I used the footprint chart as well to help. but we don't have buying. Oh, we do have buying. We have buying right here. We have buying right here. So this was a oh, this is 1 minute. This buying doesn't. I don't count these. Yeah, so I don't count these. But we do have buying. What time was that? That was 11 o'clock. So buying didn't come until 30, until the 19 or the 20 ending. Let's add this like that. You sure didn't know how to lag today. Alright, so that's, oh, you weren't lagging. You were asking for me to pick. And then price did repeat itself again, doing the same thing before bouncing up higher. And then we have this weird, we have buying here, price couldn't hold. And then we have buying, price goes down even deeper, buying, just really just destroying whoever's down here. Buying, and then moves up. So this would just be just destruction of, stop losses. This looked good. I put my stop loss right here. How many points is that? Of course you can't see it. 0.5 points, right? So how did it probably go a lot further out? I'll wait for when price actually buys up. So it would have been probably this candle here. Stop loss down here like that. So about 5 points. And then price really goes. Alright, so but I'm staying away from the 1 minute because it's so much information. So I'm guessing that if I can't find what moves the market on the 5 minute during the trading session, maybe I'll go down to the 1 minute. Maybe. That's a big maybe. Because I find myself easily getting absorbed by the 1 minute. Alright, so I think I'm almost done with, no, I'm not almost done with ES. I need to see what's going on over here. It's 6 o'clock. Let's put this back to 30. And let's pull this up. Pin it again. Let's go to the 6 o'clock time. Buying-ish. Buyers. Alright, so it looks like we're just going to keep this candle the way it is. Where the market does know how to give you ugly stuff, I swear. Yeah, I'm keeping this the way it is. Alright, so done with that. Let's go to NQ. Same thing. Put this in the 1 minute. Let's zoom out. Zoom in. And looks like when we got here, buying really started ramping up a lot. Alright, so this is where it really starts to ramp up. I could put it here because this looks like it's the highest before it really starts going, and then we had a peak here. So I'll mark this, that, run that bad boy back, bring this to, go forward actually, this, Alright, and then we zoom out, we can see that price came back down to this area where buying started, but I'm going to incorporate that because we stayed right above it for the most part. Right, it's a nice bounce. Strong selling pressure. All right, so and then this one, or it could have been any of these. All right, this one's what's going to get me, manipulate it out, and then price goes. I really hate stuff like that, but the market does not give two buts about what I hate or what I don't hate. All right, so that's going to stay like that. And go down and see how price reacts around the 6 o'clock. And wow, we've never reached the level. Never reached the level. I'm still gonna mark this area. I won't mark it. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. We're basically like right above here for the most part. We dug so far deep that it's kind of really upsetting that it has that like that. So I'll mark this here. And like we got the same weird thing that we got down here. Move, move, weird algo, move, right? So we got very weird algo movement. I wonder if we got any of that before. I'm just gonna start looking for that before we got any of these, right? Let's see if we have any of those weird algos. We definitely see it on the 5-minute here, and then kind of see it here. This one is just a reversal. That one, no, prices dropped. And this one was the same thing. Price moved up and then dropped. Price moved up and then dropped. So all it did was repeat itself. Pre-market. So we got moved up, drop, moved up, drop. Then during the market, it did some weird stuff. All right. So looking for a repetition of BS. It's all consolidation. Never reached the highest point. But this one here did reach the lowest point. So we had a hammer, inverted candle, inverted candle, where the inverted candle is too far up. So we put it here. What's a low on this one? 59873. No, 5984625. 59844.5. Yikes. And then now we just have a straight channel and then push up. And what about NQ? Because we got hammer, hammer, hammer. That didn't work out. What about ES? What time is it? I'm gonna stop soon. ES, same thing. Push up. I prefer price to come down here. And what about VIX? I usually don't do VIX, so it's gonna be weird. Oh, VIX has its own little thing, ugly as heck to look at. Not pretty at all, but VIX has its own little thing. You can kind of see it. It's very ugly to look at. Alright, so those are my levels. Let me zoom out. Those are my levels for the day. The high is like way up here, right? The high is very high up. And now when there's no gap because we are basically in that range. The high is way up here. Then oh, it's way down there. High is up here. Yeah. All right. And I wanted to do a quick daily and a weekly and a daily recap. Weekly and a daily view of the market. So weekly, we broke the weekly low, kind of holding it now. I'm gonna put it back up. Yeah, if we open it below the weekly, I'm just gonna look for price to go down. I'm gonna keep this as important levels. Let's go to the daily. Okay, we closed and held the weekly. Strong selling right into the weekly. We held it. So if we open below it, I'm gonna look for price to move down lower. So this one bounced back up above it. Alright, so I didn't do VIX weekly. Just want to clear everything that VIX has. Right, about close to 10 minutes, or a little bit over 10 minutes before, over 30 minutes before, a little under 30 minutes before the market opens. I don't think those matter. Yeah, alright, no, I think those matter. Okay, let's go over news and call it a day. Um, news wise, 9:45, 8:15, 10:30. Basically at 10:30. 8:15, 10:30. That's about it. We got some speakers. 5759, 5753, about 6 months away from it, so not too much. 5759, 75. So we closed higher. We're below it now. Close about here. Right, yeah, so about here. I look for zero prints around here somewhere. Especially this last one here. Alright. So we're closed. We're inside of that, and then just for kicks, bro. Oh wow. I came back to it. So yeah, many things saying, hey, this is probably where you wanna get entered at. I just couldn't find a reason to enter. These candles were not the best to look at. All right, so that's it for me. Be back in